Hey man, today's date is August 12th, 2025. The current time is 9:34 a.m. Alright. I just came back from medical, man. Just went up here at medical, right here at Ware State Prison. And they just gave forced an injection. The medical personnel told me that if I didn't take this injection, which they call a TB shot or a PPD shot, which is supposed to be a shot for tuberculosis, actually they're injecting a protein derivative of tuberculosis called tuberculin, which is a tubercle cell, a protein tubercle cell that they inject in you to see your reaction to it. Okay, so I didn't agree to any injection, and I can show this has been on record with the Georgia Department of Corrections at least since 2018. And you can pause the video. I'll show you the documents right here, just so you'll be able to read for the sake of time. You can pause the video. And clearly, everybody's entitled to this. Everybody have a right to act on their own belief. As long as your belief is not detrimental to affecting other people and their entitlement to their rights and belief, then you do nothing wrong. No one can force an injection on you. Nobody can come to you and just say, hey, look, you got to take this and inject this stuff in you. You got to inject this in you, or you're going to be locked down. You're going to be forced into some type of oppression or some type of penalty. They told me that if I didn't take it, I'd be locked down. Okay, so now what I'm gonna be placed on solitary confinement for and be locked down. What you saying this is some type of rampant virus or something that can be spread? Okay, so you left me on the compound all these months knowing that, and intentionally, all of a sudden today, August 12th, all of a sudden after I file a grievance, now here it is, you trying to force me into a TB shot or else be locked down. But we'll deal with that according to. Right here, what you're looking at is the Georgia Department of Corrections Standard Operating Procedures, which is short for the SOP, or SOP would be short for Standard Operating Procedures. Okay, and clearly right there, you see that they cannot force an injection upon you by their own SOP. Okay, and can they be sued? I know that's what people probably are trying to think now. The question is, can they be sued? Absolutely. And in my case, they will be. Here's an article right here from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It's our newspaper where I'm from. All right, so here go an article you can research for yourself. You can pull this up. You can contact the editor. You can pull this article up yourself, or you can read it right here. Pause so you can read it for yourself and verify that they can be sued for this same thing. Okay, so, all right, this is what we're dealing with. All right, if you are oppressed for your rights or for something that you have a constitutional or unalienable right to do, meaning it's not granted upon you as a legal right. You have a right to do whatever it is that you do because you're a human being, because you exist, because you're alive. You know, nobody can tell you, okay, you got a right to eat. Okay, of course you got a right to eat. You're a living organism, and the physiological nature of a living organism is you have to eat to sustain life. So nobody can tell you whether or not you can eat. Okay, so in the same nature, nobody can tell you what to inject it or ingest into your body and force penalty on you for not doing it. Okay, so unless, you know, somebody around here with AIDS or somebody got the bubonic plague where they about to explode, and when they body explode, they gonna kill everybody in the room. Unless some shit of that nature finna go on, they don't got a right to do it. Point blank, period. So this is what I encourage you to do. You put responsibility in front of your actions and accountability behind your actions. That's the limit in which you conduct your lifestyle. Okay, so now anytime somebody get outside of that, then it's your responsibility to hold them accountable. You can't expect for the same group of people to hold each other accountable when they doing you wrong, somebody that's outside of their group. So then this is what you need to do. I encourage each individual that's listening and watching this video to take action, take effective action Don't just do anything. Take effective action in remedying yourself a wrong against you, a wrong being done against you, because people should be held accountable for the wrong they do. People shouldn't be held accountable because somebody said they did wrong, or because somebody twists a story or fabricate a story on somebody and say that they did wrong to try to twist society's perception on a certain issue. That's called a double standard. If the police run and kick your door in, put you in handcuffs, throw you in the back of the car and drive off, they're going to call it a lawful arrest. If one of us go do that and we don't wear a badge and do it, they're going to charge you with home invasion, kidnapping, aggravated assault, and false imprisonment, along with some other charges. Carrying a concealed firearm, carrying a firearm during the commission of a felony, firearm by convicted felon. The charges are a stick. They'll go on and on. So that's called a double standard. If you can do the same action but call it something different, that's called a double standard. Y'all need to wake up, and people need to stand up. People need to stand up, and when I say stand up, I don't mean stand up and do something stupid. I don't mean stand up and only speak. I mean stand up, learn what's going on, learn what needs to be effectively done in order to stop this from going on. It only makes sense to act proactive rather than retroactive. I encourage to leave y'all with that right there and encourage you to stand on business, and y'all be safe out there and do what need to be done to rectify all these wrongs. Because get what? Just because you not sitting in here with me don't mean that this can't happen to you or your loved one. Remember, y'all one accusation away from being in this same prison I'm sitting in.